Hey guys, so today's video is going to be sharing some new makeup with you guys, kind of like a chit chat, what's new in the makeup world, because I'm a makeup junkie and I know for me, I'm always on like the new arrival section at Sephora. I'm always on Trend Mood on Instagram to see like what's new, because I always get this itch to like buy new makeup products, you know, something new, something different, and see what brands are coming up with. So I figured, why don't I just go ahead and share with you guys what's new in the makeup world, and we're gonna kind of chit chat about it. Some of the stuff I've tried out, some of the stuff I haven't, so you're gonna kind of hear my thoughts, I guess. The first thing I think I want to talk about is definitely new, and it's something that I went ahead and purchased, and these are the Anastasia stick foundations. I do have a first impressions on these, and I also mentioned them in my last month's monthly favorites and regrets video. So when it comes to these, I had like such high hopes for them, and I was so excited to test them out. I was literally dying, but it was a little bit of a disappointment for me in terms of as a foundation. It definitely looks very dry on the skin, and I'm someone who has oily skin, so I've never in my entire life used a foundation and felt like it was dry, but this is very dry, kind of almost scaly, and it kind of made my highlight, my blush, and my contour separate, if that makes sense. It's really weird, but if you watch my vlog, I kind of showed you guys how it looked at the end of the day, but I've really been loving them for contouring and highlighting, especially the shade Amber. It is the most prettiest kind of warm toned, beautiful golden olivey shade. It's really beautiful on my skin tone for contouring and bronzing. So here's a couple swatches. We have Amber, and then we have Tan, and then Banana, and then down there at the bottom is Warm Natural. So the next product I want to share with you guys is Becca came out with new concealers, and anytime a brand comes out with new concealers, I literally live and die. Like, I have to try them all. So these are the Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealers. They have the Aqua Luminous Foundation, which I really like, but it's super light coverage, and I feel like that kind of, this concealer kind of matches up to that. I will say the concealer is definitely fuller coverage than the foundation, because the foundation's super light. I would say this is like a light to medium, you know, you can kind of build it a little bit, but these are really nice. I like these for a natural day. I've actually been using it a lot for like my no makeup days lately. I like these too because I feel like they're nice and blendable, creamy. They feel super hydrating on the skin. So this is actually going to be really good for someone who's more mature, and also maybe if you have super dry skin. My favorite shade to wear in these is the shade Fair. So here are some swatches. So you have Fair, Beige, and then Dark Golden. I haven't tested this product out as kind of like a bronzer contour yet, but I figured I would keep this shade Dark Golden and see if I can kind of bronze up the skin with it. So the next product I'm really excited for, NYX just recently sent me their Sweet Cheeks blush palette, and now I just want to say, I'm assuming this is new. I probably shouldn't assume, but I'm assuming this is new because normally they only send me their new products, you know? So I think this is new, but I'm just not 100%. Anyways, this is the Sweet Cheeks blush palette. I am dying for this. I haven't tested this out yet. This is one of those products that I haven't tried, but look what a great variety you get. This pretty golden one, you get your mauves, you get your beautiful oranges, your pinks, and your kind of berry tones. I'm so excited. Let's actually just swatch this berry one. Ooh, super pigmented. Let's try this nice kind of nude. Of course, I have to test this out on the face and let you guys know how I feel, but I don't know. This just seems like a really cool palette and such a great variety, so I'm really excited for it. So don't mind the lighting. It's super cloudy today, so it got a tad bit dark, but anyways, next is another Becca product. They came out with their, let me read the exact name of this, Multitasking Perfecting Powder, and they sent me all of the shades. These were the 3 shades out of the shades they sent me that I was most interested in. So you have light, which I figured would make a great little highlighting powder. I'm really excited to test these out. And then, I haven't tried these yet, by the way. Then you have this shade Tan, which I figured would be my perfect, you know, all over setting powder shade. These are nice because they seem to be like nice and medium coverage, and they seem to look like super smooth on the skin when you swatch them. And then lastly, I have the shade Warm Honey, which I figured would just make a great kind of bronzer. Possibly a contour, but maybe mostly a bronzer. The next product I want to talk about is something pretty new, but not like screaming hot, boiling hot new. This is the Makeup Geek Kathleen Lights Highlighting Palette. You guys need to pick this up. I'm not even kidding you. This is definitely one of my favorite. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? No, we're good. This is definitely one of my favorite highlighting formulas ever. so extremely intense on the face, like intense. Okay, and I actually love the variety that you get in here. I love that you have your deeper gold, you have your nice gold, and these do look darker on the pan than they are when they're actually swatched. Like, these are so gorgeous, guys, and I'm actually in love with this pink shade. I'm not gonna lie to you, when I saw this pink shade, like, look how pretty that is. When I saw this pink shade, I said to myself, these are the swatches, by the way. I said to myself, I'm not going to use that pink shade, but I actually recently used it in a makeup look where I kind of popped that pink in the inner corner and it just looked so good. But what I like about having a palette like this is you get to kind of mix and match. So since we're on the topic of collaborations, I want to talk about a new collaboration by an amazing YouTuber. Her name is Michelle. Her channel name is Readysetglamour. This is called the Squad Quad. She actually sent these out to me, and thank you so much to her because I'm so excited to test these out. Ooh, the shimmer shades, really extremely, did I say extremely? Like, extremely buttery. I'm not kidding you guys, I've never touched an eyeshadow that just melts like that. I don't know if I mentioned, but the brand that she collaborated with is Ittse. So let's kind of break things up from the palettes a little bit and let's talk about a new Drugstore foundation. Physicians Formula actually came out with a new cushion foundation, which when I first saw, I was so excited to try because I have this like new obsession with everything cushion. Like cushion bronzer, cushion foundation. I want cushion everything, okay? So I was really excited to test this out, and good news, turns out I am obsessed with this. It is so beautiful. I actually tried it out for the first time on camera in my last full face first impressions. So check out that video if you're interested, but this is really nice. Like, it lasted so long on the skin. It is a nice, like, I would say medium to full, but like you could get a good full coverage out of this, and it's such a nice powder matte finish, like super duper matte. What I love about this is when you go ahead and dip into it, you don't get an overflow of product the way you do with the L'Oreal one, which I do appreciate. And another thing I appreciate about this is the color is not too pink, because a lot of drugstore foundations tend to go too pink, but this is nice and kind of a neutral warm shade. The only thing I hated about this is I definitely noticed that it oxidized. Like when I first put this on, it matched me perfectly, but then towards the end of the day I looked in the mirror and there was a little bit orange, I found, so it just got a little bit darker. But I do also really appreciate the packaging. I think it is super cute, and also keep in mind this has SPF 50, which is why I'm assuming that it oxidizes. So now I want to talk about some new eyeshadows that I am over the moon excited for. These are the new Makeup Geek 9 foiled shadows, yeah, and 9 of their regular shadows, a ton of mattes, and a ton of extremely pigmented shimmer shades. I can't tell you how excited I am for these. She came out with such awesome shades. This one right here, let me see what it's called so I can actually tell you guys, but I'm actually wearing this one right here, and this one is in the shade Curtain Call. And it is a shimmer. And you know what's funny? I swear to God, the other day I was doing my makeup and I said to myself, I want a shimmery red. Like, where's a shimmery red? I was looking at every palette, every eyeshadow I owned, could not find a shimmery red to save me. Then Makeup Geek created a shimmery red. Like, I'm not even kidding you. This shade I am dying for. Oh, I can't. So I'm wearing it today on the eyes if you guys want to kind of get a good visual of how you can wear it and how it looks. But I am living for this shade right here. Like, I want to try this and do a makeup look with this so bad because I don't really use a lot of like warm bronzy shades in terms of like shimmer. Like, if I'm going to use a shade like this, a lot of the times I just go for like a plain old, you know, light gold. So I'm excited for that. And you've got some great pops of color as well. This shade, this like light pink. Hello. Is this not me? Like, do you not die for these? Especially this one here too. I can't wait to do a look with that. So aside from the foiled, as you can tell, I'm super excited about the foiled, but she came out with 9 new mattes, and these ones are shimmer, but they're just like a light sheen. I am living for this entire like section right here. These warm browns, dying. And these cool grays are really pretty too. So I'm really excited for these. Every time Makeup Geek comes out with new eyeshadows, I die, because you guys know they're my favorite eyeshadow brand. I use their shadows religiously. So Maybelline, it came out with some new lipsticks, and holy, just take a look at the shades that they offer. I feel like that's the best way I can show you guys all of them. So these are the Maybelline Sensational The Loaded Bold lipsticks. They're $9.99 Canadian. At mass market retailers across Canada. And here's the little pamphlet if you guys are kind of interested. I'm just gonna randomly pick 2 out of the bunch. So here's the 2 that I just randomly picked up. These are supposed to be pretty much loaded with color. Like they want it to be super bold and super pigmented. So let's see what we got here. The first one I just swatched is Berry Bossy, which would totally match this makeup look. And then the next one here, oh, yes, Raging Raisin. So I randomly picked up 2 purpley shades. So here they are here. So Tarte actually came up with another eyeshadow palette, and here's how it looks. It kind of is separated into 4 quads, which I think is really cool, especially if you're a beginner. I like this. I'm just not living and dying for the shades, you know. The quality is amazing, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, in terms of the colors that it comes with, you know, they don't necessarily scream at me, but this little section here is really pretty, especially this shade. Whew, so pretty. It's like the most beautiful nude peachy brown shade. It's really nice. So I feel like I have a lot of palettes to share with you guys in this video, but another palette to share is this Coastal Scents Blush and Bronzer palette. This is a new kind of palette they came out with, which I absolutely love. I've recently talked about this in, I think, my last video. I tried it in my full face first impressions. How cool is this? This reminds me a lot of the Too Faced bronzer book or something like that, whatever it is. So you basically get 4 blushes, 1 contour shade, and 2 highlights. I like how they have a highlight for deeper skin and then lighter skin. Now I will say this shade is a highlight too, but it's like, it's more of like a nice finishing powder highlight, you know? It's not super shimmery. Now when it comes to the highlighting shades in here, they're not extremely intense, you know what I mean? They're a little bit drier of a formula than I would prefer, more of like an intense one, but the quality of these are really nice. Like the blushes, the bronzers, and the contour shades, just very pigmented, blends beautifully. I actually think you guys need to get this. I think it's super affordable, really cute kind of concept to have everything in one. Next new product I have to share is a new Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is actually in collaboration with Mario, Makeup by Mario. This palette right here, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of Anastasia palettes, I'm never like dying over them because the shade combinations just never scream at me. The Modern Renaissance palette I loved though, but this one is really nice too. The shades that they kind of put together in here, I'm really excited to try it out because I feel like they put a good variety of different shades. And it almost makes you want to play with some colors that you normally wouldn't play with, like this beautiful teal. So I'm really excited. Let's just go ahead and swatch them. I've never swatched before. Here are these swatches. Look at this beautiful olive and this gorgeous brown. So this is kind of a makeup case. Tarte came out with this. I believe this is for their holiday collection. I think they called this the makeup case. And let me just open it up and show you guys. I really am excited for this. I think I'm going to save it for full face first impressions to try it out with you guys. Look how cool this is. So you get an entire eyeshadow palette here with such gorgeous, beautiful shades. A lot of really pretty natural shades, and then a lot of really nice kind of deep, colorful shades. But then you have some great kind of face products here, bronzer, blush, highlight. And then when you open this up here, let's see if I can do this without messing up. Yay. So when you open up that top here, you get an eyeliner, a mascara, and then this little mini gloss. I need to share this little gloss with you guys. It is so beautiful. I actually own the full size of this, and I love wearing this shade. This is in the shade Avi. Let me just swatch it for you guys. It is the prettiest soft nude pink shade. I love wearing this on a no makeup look day. It's just really beautiful and natural on the lips. I feel like I'm sharing so many new palettes with you guys, and here's another one. This is the Balm Appetit or Appetit, I don't know, okay? I'm not even gonna try to butcher the name. This is an eyeshadow palette, and it is so cute. I'm usually not crazy for the Balm eyeshadow palettes, but I really like this little guy. So it says, eat your heart out, which is really cute, but you get to like take this sleeve off, And of course you get the full size, but you get this little kind of compartment here. So imagine if this is your makeup table and you get to hold your eyeshadow palette up like this. So while you're doing your eyeshadow and doing your makeup, it stands up and it works as like a little stand for you. So you can just go ahead and do your makeup and have it standing up ready for you. And I just think that is the cutest, most practical packaging ever. Like, I really love that concept, and I really love the shades that are in here. These mattes blend beautifully, but these shimmer shades though, I'm not kidding you, they feel like liquid butter. Like, they're so damn smooth, and this shade I live for. I actually did a tutorial with this, and it's an electric kind of copper orange, but I gotta share this one. This one is the shade Tater Tots. Just realized that. So look how beautiful this is. It's this very nice like taupey pink, like it's a dusty, dirty, taupey brown pink. I'm so in love with these shades. I definitely think this is a great little eyeshadow palette for you guys to check out. So last but not least, I have been saving these to share with you guys. These are Bite Beauty's new eyes, lips, and cheeks are they called the multitasking stick? They look exactly like lipsticks, but you can use these on your eyes, lips, and cheeks. I've been seeing a bunch of people using these as eyeshadows, using them as blushes. So I don't know, I'm like super interested and intrigued to try these out, especially the formula. I would imagine that it has to be extremely blendable and really seamless and smooth for it to be used all over the face and not just the lips, you know? But I think it's a cool product, again, for travel. Like, if you don't want to bring a blush, an eyeshadow, a lipstick, it's kind of like a one, you know, like it's kind of a go-to product that you can use for multiple things. So here are some 2 shades here. So you have Cashew and Almond. This is Almond, this is Cashew. This shade is really, really beautiful. And here's how they blend out, which they don't blend out easily, I will say. They have a little bit of like resistance, but once you blend them out, like, there's no patchiness there, which is really good, obviously. So I'm really excited to try these. So that is pretty much it for my new makeup chit chat discussion haul. I don't even know what I'm gonna end up calling this video, but I just thought it would be really fun to like sit down with you guys, almost as if we're just like having a sleepover and talking about new makeup that we're all gonna spend our money on. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you want me to keep doing this, which I think would be really fun for me to like do this, you know, maybe once every month and a half, and kind of just share some new makeup goodies in the beauty community, then I will definitely do that, because I had a lot of fun filming this video. So hopefully you guys do like it. Like, thumbs up if you want me to keep doing them, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. Mwah.